Folks might recognize my guest Bruce as the bartender of the Old Bull and Bush. This British pub recently collaborated with Lakewood Brewing to release this amazing beer we're going to talk about today. So Bruce, how did this idea come about?
Well, I started up my coffee company in 2020 when I was bored and the pub was closed.
Yeah.
A friend of mine does roasting, and he talked me into staying busy by buying and selling coffee. Okay. So eventually came out with some coffee at the end of that year and slowly started it up. I've always been a huge fan of Lakewood. Okay. And I got to talking to my rep at the time from Lakewood. Yeah. And started the process, and it's about 18-month long process, but you know, moved a little slower than I want. But
18 months, so it took a while.
Yeah, well, you know, I had to talk to him, I had to sample coffee, had to get the brewer over here. Then they had to plan for the pilot batch, and then yeah. So
the coffee was definitely going to be a central theme. How did you guys decide on like what kind of beer to make? Because I see this as a brown ale, so why not a stout or something else?
Well, I love big beers, big high alcohol dark beers.
Yeah.
I also love really low alcohol, below 5% beers. So I was championing those two. Eventually, I just decided brewers are creative, just like any other creative, and I said, and I thought, I'm gonna let them do whatever they want.
Okay.
If they want to use my coffee,
you trusted them.
I'm just gonna let them brew whatever they want, and this is what Justin the brewer came up with.
Justin the brewer, okay.
Using some things he'd never used. He also said he's never used as much coffee in a beer before.
And I've seen him out.
There's that.
Oh, cool. Well, let's bust the can open. I'm gonna try it.
Cool.
It's a little early. You have a long day, so I heard you're gonna pass, but I gotta try this beer.
Well, a sip or two won't hurt. But
yeah, I'm just gonna have a little bit, but I have not had this beer. Has it been popular here?
Yeah, we blew through about 3 cakes of it. In a few months.
Okay. So, yeah. All right. Well, it's very rich. Got a nice mouthfeel. I taste the coffee, but it's not too much in your face. It's not. I've had some coffee beers that are like just a little too much, but this one's blended really well.
The coffee flavor comes out a little bit more when it gets warmer. Generally, colder beers mute flavors.
True too. Yeah.
So when the beer warms up, it gets a little more flavorful.
How would you describe your coffee products? That's kind of the defining characteristic of this beer. So what's so special about your coffee?
I would say the majority of the coffee that I sell tends to be on the darker roast side. Not necessarily as dark as some national coffee chains.
Oh yeah, we know.
I love dark coffee. I just love that. So when I talked to my buddy Andy about doing this, I said, man, if I'm going to do coffee, it's going to be dark roast. I know a lot of people won't like it, but I'm going to do what I believe in, or I'm just not going to bother with it. Yeah. So that's tend to it's kind of where I lean towards. The Rwandan beans that are in this beer, I did for the beer specifically. Justin the brewer asked for them to be roasted a little less. And you know, if that's going to work for the beer, then
comes out correctly in the beer process.
So these Rwandan beans that are in this beer got roasted slightly less than what I would have if I was just selling them in a bag. Okay, cool.
Well, it's an amazingly delicious beer. Folks, I'm sure you can get these on shelves at different specialty stores and whatnot. But where can folks get your coffee?
You can get it here at the pub.
Okay.
I work 3 or 4 shifts a week, and I sell it at the pub. I'm just starting small. I don't have a website. I do have a Facebook page, Fort Worth Coffee Emporium. Okay. That's it. It sounds a little too simple, because it is. Yeah,
that's where you start. It sounds amazing. How long is this beer going to be available? It says a limited release, I see.
It was a one-off. They did it for the last quarter of 2022, and it should still be available out in stores right now. I know the distributor still has cans. Okay. As to where, they'll just need to call their local beer store. Yeah, call your beer store.
Request it. Maybe check Lakewood's website. It's pretty awesome that, I mean, Lakewood, for folks who don't know, it's one of the most well-known, respected breweries in North Texas, if not Texas, let's just say the region. And for them to do a collaboration with you guys are also well-known locally. It must be quite an honor, huh?
It was. Yeah. Like I said, when me and Mary, the former Lakewood rep, started talking about it, I couldn't see how it was going to happen. Yeah. feel like we were getting the brewery's ear, and it just took time and patience, and she told me not to give up, and so I trusted her.
Okay.
And she ran with it, and she really championed the Coffee Emporium, and it made it happen.
Well, grab this beer while you can, and it sounds like the coffee's going to be around for quite a bit longer. So Bruce, it's been fun getting to know you and the story about this collaboration. We appreciate your time. And folks, come by Ye Olde Bull and Bush, play some darts, have a beer, say hi to Bruce. Have this beer.
Yes.